Hello, I'm Chris Hadnaggy from Social Engineer.
I'm Michelle Fincher from Social Engineer.
We run the Social Engineer Village here at DEF CON. This year, 2 competitions. Our Black Badge competition was the SECTF, and our other competition was SECTF for Kids.
What we found this year was that we created an extra challenge for SECTF. We had tag team competition. We had 2 competitors in the booth at the same time, and they had to come up with convincing pretext to be able to switch off the calls.
And that was amazing because we didn't know how it was going to work, and they were able to successfully transfer calls back and forth between their partners. And we had a winning team named the Schmooze Operators, which was a little bit special for us because her partner got sick and she pulled someone out of the audience. They took 30 minutes to prepare, got in the booth, and they're winning the Black Badge.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yes.
And in second place, we had a crowd favorite, the Brochel Engineers.
Yes.
Two gentlemen, and they did an awesome job working together. They didn't know each other, and they had a fantastic call.
Yeah, they did wonderful. Our kids event went off without a hitch, too. This was our hardest year ever. Average time was 5 hours for the kids to finish it, as opposed to 1 or 2 like normal for previous events. And we even had a team go till 6 p.m. Starting at 9 a.m. and they went till 6 p.m. straight until they solved every puzzle and cipher, accomplishing that.
Yeah, we actually thought they would cry and give up, but the very last team went all the way through to the bitter end, and we're really proud of them.
I think we hoped that they would cry.
Yeah, we were really shooting.
Because they made me cry every year, so I would hope. But these kids are resilient. And our winning team was the Salmon Waffles.
Yes.
That's an interesting one. And the second player we placed was the Electronic Samurais. So those are our events. We look forward to next year. Hope we get to do something even bigger and better.
Congratulations to all our winners.
Time for Arula and Ryan's Roses update.
We're going to do this on the air.
104.1 KRBE.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, discretion is advised.
You just never know. You just never know. Arula and Ryan's Roses happens every Thursday after 7 o'clock. Last Thursday, right before Memorial Day kicked off, Danielle wanted us to call up her husband, Aaron. Danielle and her family have a beach house in Corpus Christi, and for the last couple of years, because she's a teacher, when the kids get out for the summer, they just spend the whole summer down there, and Aaron makes his way down on the weekends. Well, for this year, they weren't planning on going Memorial Day weekend, but Aaron was really pressing them to go Memorial Day weekend, but not with him. He's like, well, I'll stay behind, but you guys go. And she's like, no, why don't you just come with us? And then she started thinking all this stuff was weird, this behavior, so we called him up. And this is the part where I get Aaron on the phone, just to refresh you guys before we talk to Danielle. I've gotten Aaron on the phone. I've offered him the dozen red roses. This is where he wanted them to go.
Cynthia, I look forward to helping you out this summer. You can just put the word helping, put that in quotes.
Cynthia? Is this little 25-year-old that lives 3 houses down?
She's nice. She just needs some help sometimes, that's all. she's new. She hadn't lived in a house by herself before. I just kind of help her moving furniture, hanging things, painting.
Oh, right.
A little fixed up here and there. Like,
this is totally that stereotype. You're in your 40s, and you're going to piss your entire family away to be with some 25-year-old because you can't keep it in your pants. You're going to ruin your life.
She doesn't have any tools or anything.
Danielle mentioned to us about Memorial Day weekend coming up, how you were hoping Danielle and the kids would go to Corpus Christi, but not you.
I just have business.
Really? Really? In 12 years, you have never worked on Memorial Day weekend. I mean, who does business on Memorial Day weekend? This is such a lie. Because, June moved in, a couple of years ago. She's 48. She's a single mom. She needs just as much help, and you did not go over and offer to help her out.
She's just not as nice. She doesn't really, say hi in the neighborhood. She doesn't need help.
So she hasn't asked you for help. That's why you haven't helped her.
Right.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna flat out ask this one. Nobody's asking this, dude. Have you messed around with this girl?
No, nothing's happened yet.
Wait, did you just say yet?
No, I
Yes,
said
you did.
nothing's happened.
Yeah, you said yet.
You did say yet.
You did say yet.
Was that a Freudian
Danielle,
slip? What do they call that?
what do you?
I don't think that's even a Freudian slip. That was just a slip.
So Danielle, what are you thinking right now?
I'm just so beyond hurt and upset. I can't believe this, Erin. I mean, I'm speechless.
Yeah, so that was a couple of days ago. What happened? That was a long Memorial Day weekend. Did they go?
So Danielle is on the line to give us, an update on what's happened. We thank her for checking back in with us. Good morning to you, Danielle.
Good morning.
Hey, Danielle. First of all, what happened? It was Memorial Day weekend. You guys had a lot of time there. I assume you didn't go out of town.
No, we didn't go out of town. I tried to talk to Cynthia. I went over to her house, and I saw that her car was in her driveway, but I rang the doorbell several times, and there was just no answer, and then her car was gone the entire weekend.
Well, it was Memorial Day weekend. Maybe she went somewhere.
I woke up early this morning, and I went over to look, and, she was gone. She's still gone. She does not want to talk to me.
Okay, so do you think then Cynthia knows? Your husband tipped her off on the phone? I mean, what's happened there?
Yeah, I think so. I think he told her, hey, my wife might be coming around to ask you some questions. Get out.
Or she's 25 years old and she was listening to KRBE. It's that simple.
It could be. I guess, but, I think in my gut, my woman's gut, that something's happened between the two of them, and it would not surprise me if he tipped her off.
Okay, so you couldn't get a hold of Cynthia all weekend, but what's happened with your husband? I mean, were you all together over this weekend?
Yeah, we spent the weekend together. Let me tell you, there were a lot of tears. It was tough. But, it's marriage, and, we made a commitment. We have children. He, says that nothing happened, and he's really sorry. He feels like he did get distracted. He was easily distracted, by this young woman.
Wait, did he use the words distracted? Distracted? He was planning on getting y'all out of the house for the entire 3-day weekend. That's not a distraction.
Yeah.
That was a plan. That was a calculated move to try and have alone time with this
Ryan,
girl.
give him credit. He's telling her, okay, that's how he wants to word it. What did you want him to say? Yeah, I want to tag that hot piece of tail down the street.
No, but I think you should be honest. If they have any kind of if they stand a chance, you got to be honest. And
I don't think he's not being honest. Do you think he's not being honest with you by admitting to you that he was distracted by the hot new girl on the street?
I mean, I think he's doing the best he can, to be honest with me.
And look, I'm not one for standing up for somebody who's probably, has ill intent. But I also want to give people a chance. I mean, here you are, you're finding this out. You've got 12 years of marriage and 2 kids, and you thought everything was okay. And what? Because y'all got busy lives, all of a sudden, I don't really understand, how men's brains think. Women never will, and men don't understand ours. But did he give you a good effort? Was it a good effort that you believed that he is... I don't know. I mean,
or is he just telling you the things that you want to hear?
No, I think there was a good effort. I do. Trust me, there was a lot of emotion, and I believe that he is trying. I do.
Then that's where you guys are right now. You're kind of still in this in-between state where it's not like you are really mad at him right now still. But
I bet you got to still be mad at him, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, of course, in my heart, I feel so upset. I feel very angry. I feel hurt. I feel, all these things, but life is with people, and he is apologizing, and he is, trying to pick himself up and be as honest as he can, and I have to see that.
So what's the result with the summertime now? I mean, you said for the last 2 summers, you and your kids have spent the whole summer away because you're a teacher and you can do that. I'm going to assume you wouldn't feel comfortable to do that because you're having a trust issue now with him.
Well, right now I'm planning to stay here, and I'm not going to go as of yet. That may change depending on, how the summer goes.
Well, there's got to be a lot of trust to be rebuilt here. And you know what? Here, Rula, do you think this is a good piece of advice? Maybe you guys get, a family member, watch the kids one weekend, and just the two of you go to this place in Corpus.
Yeah, go to your beach house. I mean, you and your husband have to have a serious talk about what's happening between you two, because it's not fair to cheat them from that either. But hey, the marriage is the most important part. Whatever you got to work on first,
Right. Yeah, that's some very good points, though.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, you guys got to talk things out. We always recommend find a marriage therapist, counselor. Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea for you guys to just rediscover the two of you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
Well, look, I guess we can just wish you the best in whatever's going to happen. Danielle, thanks for checking in with us. And if you want to check in with us again, let us know your progress. And we hope that everything works out for you the way you want it to work out, okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, take care of yourself.
You too.